Welcome to the International Women's Day Women in Media panel show. I'm joined here with Chaise Simon. So Chaise, is that the only name that you go by?
I don't actually. I go by DJ Chaise.
Okay, and how long has that been your DJ name?
Since I started DJing, actually, I was umming and ahhing about what DJ name I should do because a lot of female DJs have their full name, like Annie Mac and whatever. So I was umming and ahhing. I was thinking, Chaise Simon doesn't really have a good ring to it, so I thought DJ Chaise.
Was that just because you didn't want it to be too long? Want it to be like short and snappy?
Yeah, and I thought Chaise is such like a unique name, and like not a lot of people are called it, so I thought, why not?
And how old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, and where are you from, Chaise?
I'm actually originally from Huddersfield. Can you tell by my accent?
Just a little. So how long have you lived here in Manchester then?
Ooh, it's got to be about 6 years now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I did uni here, and then I just decided to stay after because I love the city so much.
Oh. And where did you go to school then?
School? Oh my gosh. I went to school in Huddersfield, and it's a school called Sallandinock.
Oh, was that a mixed school?
What do you mean, like mixed?
Like girls and boys there as well?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, all girls school. No.
And then you went on to university?
Yeah, then I went on to University of Salford in Manchester.
And what did you study at university then?
I studied journalism and broadcasting.
And how did you find that?
Interesting. It wasn't what I expected, actually. I thought it was going to be like more around like me, like stuff that I wanted to do, quite urban, but it was quite news, and I didn't really want to do hard news like that.
Okay. See, I actually studied journalism as well. I think it was a few years above you at university. We actually went to the same university, for those that didn't know that. University of Salford, which is actually based here at Media City. And I also did a broadcast journalism degree. I feel like I get what you mean, because it was very news-based and very structured. There wasn't a lot of room for flexibility in terms of what you was actually studying, because obviously all the curriculums and everything put in place.
Exactly.
But how did that degree then help you get to where you want to be?
I think it just gave me some skills and tips on like radio and how to like keep connections, and I got a few connections through the uni as well, so that was a good thing, but it didn't really push me in the right didn't really give me enough of what I thought I would get out of it.
So with your university degree not getting you exactly where you wanted to be, what other steps did you have to take into becoming a DJ?
Well, actually, I didn't always like. My friend actually pushed me to be a DJ, because he was a DJ in like he went to Salford University, and he did like the university DJ in like house parties or whatever. And I always used to watch him like in the background, and I'd be like, I really want to do DJing, and he'd be like, why not? And I'd be like, well, I'm a girl, and he'd be like, that's what makes it even better that you're a girl, like you're doing DJing. And I was like, well, I don't know, I'll give it a try. I gave it a try, and then I just did it basically for my friends, like when we'd have little like pre-drinks or whatever. I did the little mixes for them, and then I got my first like person come to me and say like, do you want to do a club in Manchester? So that's how I kind of got into DJing.
And what type of club was that then?
It was actually Viva. I don't know if you know the club.
Does Viva still exist?
It's called Playground now.
Oh, what?
It was called Viva. It's by Deansgate.
Yeah. And how long did that last? Where did you move on to next?
Next, I just started putting more and more mixes out, and then I started building up my my connections in Manchester with different clubs and stuff, and then I started getting more and more like club events and stuff from that. Okay, so where else has your DJing taken you? Where have you been? Who have you played for? What's been your most memorable gig to date? Well, I've actually just been on One Extra. So I've had a guest mix with One Extra, so that's gotta be like my proudest moment, because I grew up listening to One Extra when I was younger with my mum. So like to be on there as a mix, it's just mad. And I was on Kiss FM as well, which is another radio station what I grew up listening to. And who have you played for? I've played for Heady One, Darker, House of Pharaohs, the list goes on and on and on. The list goes on. Soon to be continued.
Have you got anyone that you are aiming for, like anyone that you really want to DJ for? Or maybe even become, because I know a lot of artists tend to have like their own tour DJs or event DJs that they personally have. Is that something that you'd be interested in doing?
100%. That's one of my goals, what I want to do as well, be someone's tour DJ. Because looking at Tiffany Calver be Drake's DJ and all the stuff what she's got from that, so like that's definitely a goal of mine. Definitely.
Could you see yourself being Drake's next tour DJ?
100%. Well, I heard Stormzy's looking for one, so get at me.
Due to unforeseen circumstances. We're not going to touch on that because that's just been a bit of DJs. We're not going to touch on that. So with your chosen platform, do you feel like you've had or faced any difficulties being a female, or has it been more of a positive experience for you?
A bit of both. I think I've had one incident when I did DJ for Heady One, and I arrived at the set and the bouncer wouldn't let me in because he said I didn't look like a DJ. So I had to actually phone the guy who like booked me, and I said, look, I'm on the flyer, and he wouldn't believe me, and I had to phone the guy and like put him on and say like let me in.
That's so disrespectful.
I know.
As if your name wasn't enough to get you in. He just assumed that he wasn't.
Because it's obviously when I DJ, I like to like go out like DJing like I'm going on a night out. I like to glamour up a bit because I like to feel nice. So
why not? You should be able to feel comfortable DJing however you want to dress.
So I was in obviously a dress, and he probably just looked at one. But this girl's just trying to get a free ticket to Heady One.
And I could imagine there's probably a lot of people that do that at events, like probably waiting at the back of the door, like,
yeah,
I'm with the group, I'm with the band.
Trying to scoot along.
That must have been a really stressful experience. Have you ever found there's been a lot of positives being a female DJ?
Yeah, 100%. A lot more positives than negatives. A lot of people love seeing girl DJs, and once I DJ'd in Topshop, and there's this a woman and her little girl came in, and they saw me DJing, and the woman goes to the little girl, oh, you see, you can do it, you can be a DJ. Oh. So that made me feel like, well, I'm making a difference for women.
Oh, that must have made you feel amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So that made me feel good that I'm making a difference in the media like that.
It's true though, because you don't often see a lot of female DJs anywhere. No matter what genre it is, it tends to be a very heavily male-dominated field.
Definitely.
You tend to obviously see a lot more female presenters, but in terms of actual DJing, you don't get a lot of female DJs.
Not at all.
Have you noticed that there's been any type of progression with women in these fields? Or
definitely, like I think like Tiffany Calver and Nadia Jane, like all these DJs what are coming forward now, and Snoochie Shy are basically bringing a platform for the girls. I think putting a platform out there for the girls.
And what about into regards with women of colour? Have you noticed that there's been any type of progression in that? Or?
Yeah, 100%. Like Vice, I think I've just covered all the black females in radios and DJing, so I think that has definitely come a more of a popular thing.
Okay, is that a list that you hope to one day be included on?
100%.
Are you a fan of Vice?
Yeah. I would say yeah.
The Vice is a very controversial platform.
Yeah.
I think the first times I started watching Vice documentaries and getting to know like what type of broadcasting platform it was, everything was like, this person tries this type of drug for the first time and they're on a hill, or
I know
they were very out there. I think that's how they managed to grab a lot of their audience, and now they're starting to do a lot of heavy, I'd say more important media.
It's controversial, definitely.
Okay. And you said that your favourite memory, what was your favourite memory of working as a DJ?
Ooh, someone said this to me the other day.
Yeah.
And I would actually, favourite memory, maybe it was probably Heady One, because it was like one of my biggest artists probably DJ'd for. So
what's that one moment during the night that you remember that you're like, oh my God?
I remember him coming on and him being in this massive puffer jacket, and I was thinking, aren't you hot, mate? and then everyone's lights just came up. We could see everyone's phones, and he was like, 18, no.
So when you're on stage and you're behind these artists about to like go live, what's the thoughts that are going through your head at that moment?
Oh, I'm nervous. I always have to take a shot. I'm really nervous. I get really nervous. Even like still today, I've done like not thousands, like hundreds of like different gigs or whatever, and I still get nervous. This day.
There's nothing wrong with getting nervous.
No, but I have to take at least about 2 shots before I go on.
We are not condoning the use of alcohol to combat nerves. And have you got any type of ritual that you do before you get ready for a gig, or?
Not really. No, I just like to get my sets ready. Have a couple of drinks with my friends before, and just take a deep breath and go on.
Okay. And have you got any up and coming projects lined up? Anything we're allowed to know about?
Well, yeah, I've got a few more mixes coming out and a couple of like magazine features and stuff. So, yeah.
Getting ready. Are we allowed to know what these magazines are? Or is everything top secret for now?
For now, on a hush.
Okay. And what's one thing that you would tell your 15-year-old self? Any advice that you'd give to yourself that might help you now?
I would probably tell myself, no matter what people say to you, just do what you want to do. Don't listen to anyone. Don't let anyone say you can't do anything.
That's advice that we need to live by, especially as females. Not even just as females, it's advice that I think everyone needs to live by. Definitely. And what advice would you give to 15-year-olds, but maybe more so women that are trying to get into media now, especially in 2021?
Yeah, I would say if you're really passionate about something, just go for it, and your passion will take through everything. Even if you think that you're bad at it, carry on going, and just you'll improve.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Where's the tissues?
And could you name at least 3 women that are currently working in might don't have to be alive. It could be absolutely anyone. Maybe not someone working in media, someone that just inspires you.
Who inspires me? Ooh. I would definitely say, oh my gosh, this is hard.
Oh, pressure. Under pressure.
I would definitely probably have to say Tiffany Calver is definitely one what I'm looking up to right now. Is as that's where I would want to end up, hopefully soon. I would say Beyonce, my girl B, one of my inspirations, because I think she is definitely like a woman who pushes empowerment over women. Yeah, so definitely. And I would definitely say someone in the media. It has to be someone in the media.
It doesn't have to be someone in the media.
I would.
Another woman. I'm gonna
say a cliche one, right? I'm gonna say my mum.
Oh.
Because I think she inspires me every day to be a strong woman.
So Chaise, as you've been DJing for a few years, how did you make those first steps from DJing at someone's house to then moving into the club?
Well, I kind of actually just got pushed into it because the guy who asked me to DJ just like said, do you want a DJ night? And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready. But then my mum just told me, you know what, just go for it, Chaise, because you can never be ready for it must have come at the right time if he's asking for it. If he doesn't think you're worthy of it, he wouldn't have asked you.
Okay.
So I think that's what you've just got to push yourself and go beyond your boundaries.
And in terms of the technical side of it, how did you actually teach yourself to DJ? Was you learning from following something on YouTube? Was you getting someone that physically was teaching you? How did you do it?
I actually started on Virtual DJ.
Okay.
And then
so is that a software that you can download?
Yeah, you can download that for free. Virtual DJs for free. So that's a good thing if you do want to get into DJing to start on, is Virtual DJ. It's just like a free DJ thing. So I started on that, and then actually DJ LaFleur gave me a few lessons. Yeah. And through then, just making sure you're practicing. If you know your music and you know what music genre you want to play, I think it's just doing your transitioning and stuff like that, and working on your transitioning, what you've really got to work on.
So when you say transitioning,
that's like going to one song to another song, and making sure it's smooth, because sometimes
I have noticed, and I've been out sometimes and I've been in the club and there's been a song on and all of a sudden it's like, and the next song's on and I'm like, what's going on?
It's really hard. Like, I wasn't the best at it. If you look at my old mixes on SoundCloud, some of them are terrible. But
what is your SoundCloud? Where can we find you?
My SoundCloud is DJ Chaise.
Surprise.
It's surprise. Yeah. So if you want to listen to my mixes, get at me on SoundCloud. But definitely, it doesn't come natural. Like, you've got to work on it, but I promise you'll get better.
Oh, okay. Some great advice there, Chaise. Thanks. So now this is an important question that I've been asking everybody. What does being a woman mean to you?
Oh my God. Being a woman mean to me? Being confident, being sexy. Yeah, that's all. That is a really hard question, you know. I don't think anyone's asked me that question ever.
It is quite a hard question.
It is hard. Yeah, being confident, being independent. Being loved. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I could think of, yeah.
Those are lovely qualities.
Yeah.
Which I think every woman does aspire to have.
Yeah, definitely.
And last but not least, your female empowerment track, what would it be?
I would have to give it to my girl, Jasmine Sullivan, with Bust the Windows.
Can we have a line?
I bust the windows at your gun. I just think that song like empowers women. As soon as I hear that song, I feel like a strong woman.
You feel like you're going to go and bust some windows?
Bust some windows.
We're not condoning any of that, but you know. Well, thank you for joining me today, Chaise.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me today, Chaise. You can catch her on Sundays bi-weekly, 4 till 7, or on socials _DJ Chaise. Her female empowerment song that you're about to hear was Jasmine Sullivan's Bust Your Windows.